Police car light stop, don't spend these 4 Lincoln Wheat Pennies, fire. You might be holding a rare coin worth much more than 1 cent, money bag. In today's video, we reveal 4 valuable Lincoln Wheat Pennies that collectors are searching for. From rare dates to hidden mint marks, these little coins could surprise you. Watch until the end and check your collection carefully, because your old penny might be a hidden treasure. Eyes sparkles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, bell, and stay tuned for more amazing coin discoveries. Let's get started. Imagine finding an old penny hidden away in a jar, a drawer, or a family collection, only to discover that this small piece of copper could be worth far more than its original 1 cent value. Today we are looking at the fascinating 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark, a coin that attracts collectors because of its connection to American history, its classic design, and the excitement of searching for valuable examples. While many 1944 pennies were made, certain versions in outstanding condition can become highly desirable treasures. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it carries no mint mark. This was a major period in American history because the country was still involved in World War II. During this era, pennies were being produced in large numbers and the United States was carefully managing resources. The coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, created by designer Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the iconic wheat ears design that gives the coin its popular name. What makes the 1944 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny interesting is not only its age, but also the details collectors examine closely. The coin was made from a traditional bronze composition, unlike the famous 1943 steel cents. Collectors pay attention to the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the wheat stalk details, the original color of the copper surface, and any unusual characteristics that separate a normal coin from a premium example. Coins with beautiful red original color and strong strikes are especially attractive in the collecting world. The value of a 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny depends heavily on condition, rarity, and collector demand. Most circulated examples may only be worth a small amount, but high-grade coins with excellent preservation can bring much higher prices. A top-quality 1944 no mint mark penny can sometimes reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars, with exceptional certified examples potentially selling in the range of around $1,000 to $5,000 or more depending on their grade, color, and market interest. For collectors hoping to find one of these valuable pennies, careful inspection is important. Look for clear details, avoid cleaning the coin, and consider having a promising example professionally graded by a trusted coin authentication service. Many valuable coins are discovered in old collections, inherited coin jars, and estate finds, but buyers should always verify authenticity before paying a premium price. The market for Lincoln Wheat Pennies remains strong because these coins combine history, artwork, and the thrill of discovery. A collector is not just buying a piece of metal, they are holding a small piece of America's past. The 1944 no mint mark penny represents an era when the nation was changing, and its story continues to attract both new collectors and experienced numismatists. In the end, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark is a perfect example of why coin collecting is such an exciting hobby. Its connection to the World War II era, classic Lincoln design, and possibility of finding a high-value example make it a coin worth examining. Whether found in a collection or purchased from a trusted source, this penny remains a fascinating and valuable addition for anyone who appreciates the history and beauty behind American coins. The search for a valuable 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny often begins with learning how to recognize the small details that can make a big difference. Collectors carefully examine the date, mint mark area, surface condition, and overall appearance of the coin. A no mint mark penny from Philadelphia may look ordinary at first, but coins with strong original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp lettering can become much more desirable among serious collectors. One of the biggest factors affecting the value of a 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny is its grade. A coin that spent many years in circulation may show scratches, wear, and faded color, which lowers its value. However, a coin preserved in near-perfect condition can attract attention from collectors and investors. Professional grading helps determine the true condition and gives buyers confidence when making a purchase. Another reason this coin remains popular is the story behind it. The 1944 penny was created during a time when millions of Americans were supporting the war effort, and everyday objects like coins reflected the challenges and changes of that era. Owning one of these pennies is like holding a small historical artifact that passed through the hands of people living during an important chapter of American history. Collectors searching for a 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny should be patient and knowledgeable. Many examples appear in online auctions, coin shows, and old collections, but the best finds usually come from careful research. Understanding prices, checking coin authenticity, and comparing similar graded examples can help collectors make smarter decisions and avoid overpaying. The excitement of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny comes from the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could have extraordinary value. Whether it is a beautiful high-grade specimen or simply a well-preserved piece of history, this penny continues to inspire collectors around the world. Its combination of classic design, historical importance, and treasure-hunting appeal makes it one of the most interesting coins to explore. For many collectors, the appeal of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny also comes from the way it connects generations. It is a coin that grandparents may have used in daily life, passing through hands during a time when a single cent had real purchasing power. This emotional connection adds an extra layer of value that goes beyond price, making the coin both a historical memory and a collectible treasure. When studying high-value examples, collectors often focus on subtle variations that are easy to overlook. Even small differences in strike quality, die condition, or surface preservation can influence how the market values a coin. A 1944 penny with strong eye appeal, even if not perfectly graded, can still attract strong interest if it displays attractive color and minimal damage. Another important aspect in the collecting world is certification. Coins that have been professionally graded and sealed by trusted grading services are often more desirable because they provide verified authenticity and condition. For a 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny, certification can sometimes be the difference between a common coin and one that reaches premium auction prices. The demand for Lincoln Wheat Pennies remains steady because collectors at every level can participate. Beginners enjoy finding them in pocket change or old jars, while advanced collectors pursue high-grade certified pieces. This wide interest helps maintain the coin's popularity and supports its long-term market value. Ultimately, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny is more than just an old coin. It is a symbol of American history, craftsmanship, and discovery. Its lasting appeal lies in the idea that something so small can carry both historical significance and financial potential. For collectors, it continues to be a rewarding and exciting piece to search for, study, and preserve. As collectors continue exploring the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny, many also begin to understand how market timing and demand can influence its value. Prices can shift depending on collector interest, auction trends, and the availability of high-grade specimens. Coins that are well-preserved and newly discovered in original condition often generate strong competition among buyers, which can push values even higher. In conclusion, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark remains one of the most fascinating pieces in U.S. coin collecting. Its rich historical background, recognizable wheat design, and potential for strong market value make it a standout collectible. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist, this coin represents a perfect blend of history, beauty, and investment opportunity that continues to capture attention worldwide. Another factor that keeps the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny exciting for collectors is the possibility of varieties and errors. While the standard Philadelphia issue has no mint mark, certain coins may show striking imperfections like off-center strikes, doubled lettering, or unusual die cracks. These minting errors can significantly increase a coin's desirability, especially when they are clearly visible and authenticated. Collectors also pay attention to the eye appeal of a coin, which is how attractive it looks at first glance. A 1944 penny with deep red copper color, minimal spotting, and sharp detail can stand out even more than a higher-graded coin with dull appearance. This is why two coins with similar grades can still have very different market values depending on their visual quality. Overall, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny continues to be a favorite in the coin collecting community because it combines accessibility with hidden potential. It is a coin that invites curiosity, rewards careful study, and occasionally surprises collectors with unexpected value. This balance of history, rarity, and discovery is what keeps it a timeless piece in American numismatics. For collectors who want to go even deeper, understanding the original minting process of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny can be extremely valuable. These coins were struck using high-speed presses at the Philadelphia Mint, and slight variations in pressure, die alignment, and metal flow often created subtle differences between coins. Learning to identify these manufacturing traits helps collectors separate ordinary examples from truly exceptional pieces. Another important consideration is preservation over time. Copper coins like the 1944 penny naturally react to air, moisture, and handling, which means their color can change from bright red to brown or dark tones. Coins that have retained their original red or red-brown surfaces are far more desirable, and collectors often store them in controlled environments to prevent further tunning or damage. Auction history also plays a major role in shaping the reputation of this coin. High-grade 1944 Lincoln Wheat Pennies that appear in major auctions often attract competitive bidding, especially when certified at top mint state levels. These public sales help establish benchmark prices, giving collectors a clearer idea of what rare and exceptional examples are truly worth in today's market. Many experienced numismatists recommend building knowledge before making any major purchase. Studying price guides, comparing certified examples, and visiting coin shows can help collectors understand the difference between common circulated coins and premium quality pieces. This preparation reduces the risk of overpaying and increases the chances of finding a genuinely valuable coin. In the end, the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny is not just about monetary value but also about the journey of collecting itself. Every coin tells a story of its time, its journey through circulation, and its survival across decades. For many collectors, the true reward is not only the potential financial gain, but also the connection to history and the thrill of discovering something rare and meaningful. Next up, welcome back to the world of rare coins, where a small piece of metal can carry a huge story and surprising value. Today we are exploring the fascinating 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark, a coin that connects collectors to an important era of American history. While millions of these pennies were produced, certain examples have become highly desirable because of their exceptional condition, beautiful original appearance, and collector demand. This simple-looking coin from the early 1940s has captured the attention of both beginners and experienced numismatists searching for hidden treasures. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it carries no mint mark under the date. This was a period when the United States was preparing for major changes as World War II approached. The coin features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the classic wheat stalk design that gave the coin its popular nickname. These details make the 1941 penny a memorable piece of American coinage history. What makes the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny interesting is not only its age, but also the quality and appearance of individual examples. Collectors often look for coins with strong strikes, sharp lettering, clean surfaces, and original red copper color. Some rare varieties and high-quality preserved pieces stand out from ordinary circulated coins. A bright red uncirculated example with excellent details can attract serious attention because many copper coins from this era have naturally darkened over time. The rarity of this coin depends greatly on its condition. A typical worn 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny may be affordable, but a premium-grade example with almost perfect surfaces can become a valuable collectible. Coins graded in top condition by professional grading services can command impressive prices, sometimes reaching around $1,000 to $5,000 or more depending on grade, color, and collector interest. The highest values usually come from coins that look nearly untouched since the day they left the mint. For collectors hopping to find a valuable 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny, careful inspection is important. Look for the absence of a mint mark, clear details in Lincoln's hair and facial features, and signs that the coin has avoided heavy wear. Buying from trusted dealers, learning how to identify authentic coins, and understanding grading standards can help collectors make smarter decisions. A professional evaluation is often the best way to confirm whether a coin has significant value. The market for Lincoln Wheat Pennies remains strong because these coins combine history, design, and the excitement of discovery. Many collectors enjoy searching old coin jars, inherited collections, and estate finds, hoping to uncover a rare example. Even though not every 1941 penny is extremely valuable, finding one in exceptional condition can turn an ordinary discovery into a memorable collecting achievement. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark represents more than just a piece of currency. It is a small reminder of America's past and the craftsmanship of early 20th century coin production. Its connection to the World War II era, classic Lincoln design, and potential for high collector value make it an exciting addition to any collection. Whether you are a longtime numismatist or a new collector, this penny proves that sometimes the greatest treasures can be found in the smallest places. As collectors continue to search for valuable Lincoln Wheat Pennies, the 1941 no mint mark issue remains a coin that sparks curiosity and excitement. Many people are surprised to learn that a common-looking penny can become a valuable collectible when it has the right combination of quality, rarity, and historical importance. The difference between an average circulated coin and a premium example can be enormous, making careful examination one of the most important parts of coin collecting. One of the biggest attractions of the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny is its classic copper composition and timeless design. The warm tones of original copper, especially on coins that still display bright red surfaces, create a visual appeal that collectors admire. The front portrait of Lincoln and the wheat ears on the reverse represent an era of American coin design that continues to be celebrated today, making this penny a favorite among history lovers as well as coin enthusiasts. Another reason this coin receives attention is the challenge of finding one in exceptional condition. Since these pennies circulated heavily for decades, many surviving examples show scratches, discoloration, and wear. However, coins that were stored carefully or protected shortly after release can preserve amazing details. Collectors often study the smallest features, including the sharpness of the wheat lines, the clarity of the date, and the overall surface quality before deciding a coin's true potential. When building a collection around the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny, patience and knowledge are key. Successful collectors learn to compare coins, understand grading differences, and avoid overpaying for pieces that do not match their quality. The coin market changes with demand, but historically important coins with excellent preservation continue to attract buyers because they represent a combination of art, history, and scarcity. The journey of collecting the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny is what makes it special. Whether discovered in an old box of coins or purchased from a respected seller, each piece carries a story from a different time in America. This penny is a reminder that value is not only measured by money, but also by the history and memories preserved within a small piece of metal. For collectors around the world, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny remains a fascinating and rewarding treasure to pursue. As we go deeper into the appeal of the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark, it becomes clear why collectors often call it a gateway coin into serious numismatics. It is widely available enough to be discovered in circulation finds or old collections, yet it still holds the potential for high-value surprises. This balance between accessibility and rarity in top grades keeps it constantly relevant in the coin market. A major factor influencing the value of this penny is the color designation used by grading services. Coins are often categorized as brown, red-brown, or full red, and this classification can dramatically change pricing. A brown circulated coin might remain modest in value, while a red uncirculated example with strong luster can reach the highest price brackets, especially when combined with a high numerical grade like MS65 or above. Collectors also pay close attention to minting quality and strike characteristics. Some 1941 pennies show sharper than normal details due to better die conditions during production, while others may appear softer or slightly weak in certain areas. These subtle differences can make a big impact on desirability, as sharp strikes are often considered more visually appealing and historically well-preserved. Another interesting aspect is how the coin behaves in long-term storage environments. Copper is a reactive metal, meaning it naturally changes color over time depending on humidity, air exposure, and handling. This is why finding a 1941 penny that has maintained its original brilliance is so rare. Proper storage and protective holders can preserve its condition and significantly enhance its long-term collectible value. Market demand for the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny also fluctuates based on broader trends in coin collecting. When interest in vintage U.S. coins increases, even common-date wheat pennies in top condition see price growth. Auction platforms and private sales often reflect these shifts, with premium examples sometimes selling quickly when competitive bidding occurs among collectors. For anyone looking to invest in this coin, education plays a major role. Learning how to identify cleaning damage, artificial tunning, or altered surfaces is essential because these issues can reduce value significantly. Authentic, naturally preserved coins are always more desirable, and experienced collectors recommend studying certified examples before making purchasing decisions. Ultimately, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny stands as more than just a collectible. It is a piece of living history that continues to move through generations of collectors. Its combination of historical background, design beauty, condition sensitivity, and market potential ensures that it will always hold a respected place in the world of coin collecting. For those who take the time to understand it, this humble penny can become one of the most rewarding discoveries in a collection. One of the most overlooked aspects of the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny is how it reflects the economic conditions of its time. During the early 1940s, the United States was transitioning through major industrial and wartime preparations, and coin production played an essential role in everyday commerce. Millions of these pennies passed through countless hands, which is exactly why surviving high-grade examples today are so uncommon and highly valued. Collectors often find that the story behind a coin adds as much value as the coin itself. The 1941 penny connects directly to a generation that experienced global uncertainty and rapid change, making it more than just a piece of currency. Holding one in excellent condition feels like holding a small artifact from a pivotal moment in modern history, which is why demand continues across international collector communities. Authentication is another critical factor when evaluating a 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny. With increasing interest in valuable coins, altered surfaces and artificially enhanced pieces occasionally appear in the market. Professional grading services use strict standards to verify originality, ensuring that a coin's color, surface texture, and strike are natural. Certified coins tend to achieve stronger market confidence and higher resale values. The investment potential of this penny is often underestimated by new collectors. While it is not rare in circulated condition, top-grade examples have shown steady appreciation over time, especially those with strong eye appeal and full original luster. Collectors who focus on quality rather than quantity often see better long-term results, as premium coins consistently attract serious buyers when they reach the auction stage. In the end, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny continues to stand out because it bridges history, artistry, and opportunity in a single small coin. Its availability allows new collectors to enter the hobby easily, while its high-grade rarity keeps advanced collectors engaged. This unique combination ensures that the 1941 penny will always remain a respected and desirable piece in the world of numismatics. Another important detail collectors often study is the coin's surface preservation over decades. Even minor contact marks, bag scratches, or environmental tunning can significantly change how a 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny is graded. Coins that have avoided circulation damage and still display sharp rims and clear lettering are considered far more desirable, especially when the original mint luster is still visible under light. It is also worth noting that storage history can quietly determine a coin's future value. Pennies kept in old albums, paper rolls, or family collections sometimes survive in surprisingly good condition, while others exposed to moisture or improper handling can degrade quickly. Because of this, two coins from the same year and mint can end up with completely different market prices depending on how they were preserved. Ultimately, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark continues to attract attention because it represents both opportunity and history in a single collectible. Whether found by chance or carefully selected from a dealer, it rewards knowledge, patience, and attention to detail, making it a lasting favorite among coin collectors worldwide. As interest in vintage U.S. coinage continues to grow, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny also benefits from strong online auction activity in collector communities. Digital marketplaces have made it easier than ever for buyers and sellers to connect, which increases competition for high-quality examples. When multiple collectors compete for a single well-preserved coin, prices can rise quickly, especially for specimens with certified high grades and attractive eye appeal. Another factor that quietly influences value is population reports from grading companies. These reports show how many coins have been certified at each grade level, and for the 1941 penny, truly top-tier examples are far less common than average ones. When collectors see that only a limited number exist in MS66, MS67, or higher grades, demand increases because rarity in certified condition becomes more clearly defined. In conclusion, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny remains a powerful example of how an ordinary-looking coin can become extraordinary through condition, history, and collector demand. It continues to inspire both new and experienced numismatists to search more carefully through their collections, proving that even a single penny can hold remarkable value and a lasting connection to America's past. Next up, the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark is one of those fascinating coins that proves ordinary pocket change can become a collector's treasure. Struck during the final year of World War II, this historic cent captures a unique moment in American history when the nation was transitioning from wartime challenges to peacetime optimism. While millions were produced, exceptional examples have become highly sought after, turning a simple 1-cent coin into a valuable collectible that continues to excite numismatists around the world. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny carries no mint mark, which was standard practice for Philadelphia issues of that era. The coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, creating the classic wheat cent appearance that collectors have admired for generations. The year 1945 itself adds special historical significance, as it marked the conclusion of World War II and the beginning of a new chapter in American history. What makes this penny especially interesting is the variety of conditions and color classifications that exist today. Collectors generally categorize copper cents as brown, red-brown, or red, with fully red examples commanding the highest premiums. Coins that have retained their original bright copper-red surfaces for more than 8 decades are remarkably difficult to find. Sharp details, strong luster, and minimal contact marks can dramatically increase the coin's desirability and value in the marketplace. Although the 1945 no-mint mark penny is not rare in circulated grades, high-grade specimens are a completely different story. Many coins entered circulation immediately after minting and accumulated where over decades of use. Finding a coin that survived in near-perfect condition is considerably more challenging. Certified mint state examples with vibrant original color are among the most sought-after pieces, especially when graded by major third-party grading services. The market value of a 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny varies greatly depending on preservation and eye appeal. Circulated examples often sell for a few cents to several dollars, while attractive uncirculated pieces can range from $50 to $500. Premium red examples graded in higher mint state levels frequently command prices between $1,000 and $5,000, and exceptionally preserved specimens with elite grades have been known to realize even stronger prices at major auctions when collector demand is intense. For collectors hoping to add this coin to their collection, patience and careful evaluation are essential. Focus on original surfaces, strong color, and authenticated examples whenever possible. Purchasing certified coins can help reduce the risk of altered or improperly cleaned pieces. Monitoring coin shows, reputable dealers, estate collections, and online auctions can also create opportunities to acquire quality examples at competitive prices before market interest pushes values higher. The enduring appeal of the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny comes from its combination of history, artistry, and collecting potential. It represents the closing chapter of a pivotal wartime era while showcasing one of the most beloved designs in American coinage. Whether admired for its connection to history, its beautiful wheatier reverse, or its impressive value in top grades, this classic penny remains a compelling addition to any collection, and a reminder that extraordinary treasures can sometimes be found in the smallest denominations. One of the most overlooked aspects of the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny is how sharply strike quality can influence its desirability among serious collectors. Even within the same mint year, some coins show exceptionally crisp details on Lincoln's hair and wheat lines on the reverse, while others appear weakly struck due to die wear or production pressure during the massive wartime output. These subtle differences may seem minor at first glance, but under magnification they become key indicators that specialists use to separate average coins from truly premium examples. Another important factor that elevates certain 1945 pennies is their surface preservation history. Coins that were stored in original bank rolls or tucked away in old collections without exposure to air and moisture tend to maintain their original copper luster. Unlike heavily circulated pieces that develop scratches and dull tones, these well-preserved cents often display a glowing red or red-brown finish that instantly attracts attention in auctions and grading submissions. This natural preservation makes them far more desirable than coins that have been cleaned or artificially enhanced. Collectors also pay close attention to any subtle minting anomalies that may appear in 1945 wheat pennies. While the Philadelphia issue carries no mint mark, variations in die polishing, minor doubling effects, or striking consistencies can occasionally surface. These small quirks are not always classified as major error coins, but they can still add uniqueness and storytelling value to a specimen. In the world of numismatics, even a slight variation can transform a common coin into a conversation piece. The investment appeal of this penny continues to grow as more collectors enter the hobby and begin seeking historically significant U.S. coinage. Unlike modern coins that are mass-produced with limited long-term scarcity potential, the 1945 wheat penny represents a closed chapter in American minting history. As time passes, high-grade survivors naturally become harder to find, which gradually increases competitive demand among both hobbyists and investors looking for stable, tangible assets. Ultimately, the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny stands as more than just a piece of currency. It is a preserved artifact of a transformative era. Its blend of wartime history, classic design, and condition-sensitive value structure makes it a standout in the wheat cent series. For collectors who appreciate both historical meaning and long-term collecting potential, this humble 1-cent coin continues to prove that true value is often hidden in the smallest details. When examining the long-term collector interest in the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny, it becomes clear that grading plays a central role in determining its final market position. Professional grading services evaluate factors such as strike sharpness, luster, surface preservation, and eye appeal. A single point difference in grade can sometimes result in a dramatic price jump, especially in mint state ranges where demand for top population coins is extremely competitive among serious numismatists. Another dimension that adds excitement to collecting this coin is the search for original, uncirculated roll finds. Many collectors still hope to discover untouched rolls of wheat pennies that were stored away decades ago and never opened. While such discoveries are increasingly rare today, they occasionally surface in estate collections or old bank holdings, offering a chance to find coins that have remained hidden since the 1940s. These discoveries often fuel renewed interest in the entire wheat cent series. The 1945 penny also holds appeal because it bridges two important eras in American coin production. It belongs to the classic wheat design period that ended in 1958, yet it also reflects the industrial efficiency of wartime and post-war minting practices. This combination of artistic continuity and historical transition gives it a narrative depth that resonates with both beginner collectors and advanced specialists who value context as much as condition. Market trends over the years show that well-preserved examples of this coin tend to maintain steady demand rather than extreme volatility. Unlike speculative modern collectibles, the 1945 wheat penny benefits from a stable collector base that values history and consistency. As a result, top-grade specimens are often viewed as reliable long-term additions to diversified coin portfolios rather than short-term trading pieces. In the end, the enduring fascination with the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny comes from its ability to connect everyday pocket change with a powerful historical legacy. Whether viewed through the lens of condition rarity, investment potential, or historical storytelling, it continues to stand out as a meaningful and visually appealing artifact of American numismatic history. For collectors, it remains a coin that rewards patience, knowledge, and a keen eye for detail. One of the most exciting parts of studying the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny is how it behaves under different lighting and magnification, which reveals details invisible to the naked eye. Collectors often use this method to evaluate the coin's true surface quality, checking for hidden scratches, dye lines, or microscopic wear patterns. These small observations can completely change how a coin is graded and ultimately how it is valued in the marketplace, making careful inspection an essential skill for anyone serious about collecting. The demand for the 1945 wheat penny has also been influenced by the growing popularity of registry sets among advanced collectors. In these competitive collections, participants aim to assemble the highest graded examples of every year and mint variety. Because of this, top-tier 1945 pennies become highly contested, especially those with strong red color and flawless surfaces. This competitive environment continues to push interest and pricing upward for exceptional specimens. Another fascinating aspect is the emotional connection many collectors feel toward wheat pennies from the 1940s. These coins often remind people of family history, inherited collections, or stories passed down from older generations who actually used them in daily transactions. The 1945 penny in particular carries a nostalgic value that goes beyond its metallic composition, linking modern collectors to a time when coins were a central part of everyday American life. Authentication has also become increasingly important in today's coin market, especially as counterfeits and altered coins become more sophisticated. Professional certification helps ensure that a 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny has not been cleaned, artificially colored, or modified to appear higher grade than it truly is. Trusted grading services provide confidence to buyers and sellers alike, strengthening the overall integrity of the numismatic marketplace. In the broader perspective of U.S. coin collecting, the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny remains a cornerstone example of how common currency can evolve into a valuable collectible over time. Its combination of historical significance, condition sensitivity, and steady collector demand ensures its continued relevance. For anyone building a meaningful collection, this coin represents not just value in dollars, but value in history, craftsmanship, and enduring collector passion. Next up in the world of coin collecting, few small copper pieces spark as much curiosity as the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary penny, but collectors know that even the most common-looking coins can hide surprising value when condition, color, and rarity align perfectly. This particular coin often becomes a talking point because it represents the final decade of the wheat penny era, a design that had already become a symbol of American history and everyday life. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it carries no mint mark, a standard practice for U.S. coins produced at that facility during that time. It features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, originally designed by Victor D. Brenner, and the classic wheat ears on the reverse that gave the series its famous wheat penny nickname. In 1956, the United States was experiencing post-war economic growth, and billions of pennies were produced to support everyday commerce, making this coin widely circulated across the country. What makes certain examples of the 1956 no mint mark penny stand out is not a secret design variation, but rather subtle differences in preservation and strike quality. Coins that retain a deep original red copper color, known as red specimens, are significantly more desirable than those that have toned to brown over time. In addition, high-grade mint state examples with sharp details, especially those graded MS67 or higher, can appear almost untouched by time, showing crisp Lincoln features and sharply defined wheat lines on the reverse. Rarity in this coin is not about low mintage but about survival in pristine condition. Since billions were struck, most entered circulation and became heavily worn, scratched, or chemically toned over decades. That means gem-quality specimens are surprisingly scarce. Collectors also look for rare error varieties such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or doubled die features, which can dramatically increase desirability and push certain examples into higher auction categories when found in exceptional preservation. In terms of market value, a typical circulated 1956 no-mint mark penny might only be worth face value to a few cents, but the story changes sharply at the top end. Uncirculated brown examples can range from a few dollars up to around $20, while attractive red uncirculated coins often sell between $50 and $200 depending on grade. Exceptional MS67 plus red specimens or rare error varieties can sometimes reach several $100s or more at auction, especially when competition among collectors drives the price upward. For collectors hoping to acquire one, the key strategy is patience and careful evaluation. Always focus on eye appeal first, especially the original red color and sharp strike, and then verify authenticity through reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC when dealing with higher value pieces. Searching coin rolls, estate collections, and trusted dealers can yield hidden gems, but avoiding cleaned or artificially enhanced coins is essential since these significantly reduce long-term value and collector interest. Ultimately, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark proves that even the most common coins can become exciting treasures when viewed through a collector's lens. Its historical connection to mid-century America, combined with the challenge of finding high-grade survivors, makes it a fascinating piece for both beginners and seasoned numismatists. Whether valued at a few cents or a few $100s, it remains a timeless reminder that true worth in coin collecting often comes from condition, story, and the thrill of the hunt. Another important aspect that serious collectors often consider is the grading scale and how dramatically it affects the value of the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Even a single grade difference can mean a significant jump in price, especially in the higher mint state levels. Coins graded MS65 may look nearly perfect to the naked eye, but MS67 or MS68 examples display a level of brilliance and surface preservation that feels almost unreal for a coin that is nearly 70 years old. This is why professional grading becomes a key step for anyone who believes they may have an exceptional specimen. Color classification is another hidden factor that can transform a simple penny into a premium collectible. The difference between brown, red-brown, and full red copper surfaces is not just visual but directly tied to value perception in the market. A 1956 penny that has maintained its original mint red luster without environmental damage is far more desirable, often commanding strong premiums. Collectors actively hunt for these vibrant red examples because they represent the coin as it would have appeared when it first left the Philadelphia Mint. Market demand for wheat pennies like the 1956 issue also fluctuates based on broader collecting trends and nostalgia cycles. When interest in classic U.S. coinage rises, especially among new collectors entering the hobby, demand for well-preserved wheat pennies increases noticeably. This can push auction prices higher for top-grade pieces, particularly when multiple bidders compete for a visually stunning coin with strong eye appeal. In this way, even a relatively common date penny can experience moments of heightened value in the marketplace. Storage and preservation play a surprisingly powerful role in maintaining or increasing the worth of these coins over time. Many high-value examples exist today simply because they were stored properly in albums, holders, or original mint sets that protected them from air, moisture, and handling. Collectors today are encouraged to use archival quality holders and avoid touching the coin's surface directly, as even minor scratches or fingerprints can permanently reduce its grade and long-term market potential. Finally, the enduring appeal of the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny lies in its balance between accessibility and hidden potential. It is a coin that almost anyone can find in old jars or inherited collections, yet it still holds the possibility of surprising value when conditions align perfectly. This blend of history, rarity in top condition, and the excitement of discovery ensures that it continues to captivate collectors, reminding them that even the smallest piece of currency can carry both historical meaning and financial opportunity. One of the most fascinating angles for advanced collectors is how the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny fits into the broader wheat penny timeline. While earlier dates like 1909 SVDB or 1914D are famous for extreme rarity, the 1956 issue represents a different kind of collectible appeal. It belongs to the modern common date category where value is not driven by scarcity and mintage, but by survival in exceptional condition, making it a perfect study piece for understanding how grading transforms ordinary coins into premium assets. Error coins from 1956 also add an entirely different layer of excitement to the hunt. Although not widely publicized, examples such as doubled die obverses, minor repunched mint marks, and clipped planchet errors occasionally surface. These minting mistakes occur during production and are not meant to exist, which instantly makes them more desirable to collectors who specialize in numismatic anomalies. When discovered in high grades, these error varieties can outperform standard examples by a wide margin in auction settings. Auction platforms have played a major role in shaping the modern value perception of coins like the 1956 wheat penny. Online bidding wars and certified coin sales have allowed collectors worldwide to compete for top-tier specimens, often pushing prices higher than traditional dealer markets. In some cases, a perfectly preserved red MS67 Plus example can achieve unexpected spikes in value simply due to two or more determined bidders recognizing its visual perfection and scarcity in that grade. Authentication has become increasingly important in today's coin market, especially as high-value wheat pennies attract attention from counterfeiters or altered coins. Some lower-quality pennies are artificially polished or chemically treated to imitate the red mint luster, but professional grading services can easily detect these enhancements. For collectors, relying on trusted certification not only protects financial investment but also ensures long-term confidence in the coin's originality and condition. When comparing the 1956 penny to other mid-century wheat pennies, its significance becomes even clearer. While it may not carry the extreme rarity of earlier key dates, it consistently ranks as one of the most visually appealing coins when found in gem condition. Many collectors appreciate it as an affordable entry point into high-grade copper collecting, especially when compared to more expensive early 20th century wheat pennies that can cost thousands even in worn condition. Investment potential is another angle that quietly attracts attention to this coin. Although it is not considered a fast-appreciating asset, high-grade examples have shown steady long-term growth, particularly as certified populations remain limited. As fewer untouched red specimens survive over time, demand slowly builds among registry set collectors who aim to complete high-grade wheat penny collections, creating consistent upward pressure on top-tier examples. One of the most practical strategies for collectors is learning how to evaluate coins under proper lighting. Natural daylight or specialized LED coin lamps can reveal surface quality, luster flow, and hidden imperfections that are not visible under standard indoor lighting. This simple technique often separates average finds from truly exceptional coins, especially when searching through bulk wheat penny lots or inherited collections. Another important consideration is the role of provenance, or the history of ownership, in enhancing a coin appeal. While most 1956 pennies do not come with documented histories, those that originate from original mint sets or long-preserved family collections often carry additional collector interest. A coin that has remained untouched for decades tends to have stronger surfaces and more original color, which can significantly enhance its desirability. The psychological appeal of coins like the 1956 wheat penny is also a major reason it remains popular among collectors. It offers the thrill of possibility, the idea that something seemingly ordinary might still hold hidden value. This everyday treasure effect keeps collectors engaged, as each coin examined could potentially be a high-grade survivor or a rare error waiting to be discovered. In the end, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny stands as a reminder that numismatics is not only about rarity, but also about condition, patience, and knowledge. It bridges the gap between casual collecting and serious investment, offering opportunities at every level of the hobby. Whether discovered in a forgotten jar or purchased from a dealer, it continues to represent the excitement of finding value in the most unexpected places.